forward to them, bring it hard. We're winning the fight.
Hey YouTube, it's Super Urbo here again, fighting the good fight. Today I'm bringing you a Call of Duty World War II video. We now have World War II, and I'm excited. I decided I would post this gameplay. I did pretty good here, and while I'm showing the gameplay, I figured I'd just, talk about a little bit about the game, how I like it, how I don't, just kind of like my first impressions, and see what you guys think about that. And so let's get right into it here. So this is, I can't remember what this map's called here, but there's this giant cannon in the middle of the map, and this, you'll see I hang out here in the top of this for a while. You get some nice height advantage. And if you're new to World War II, you're going to get used to this map, or at least the way things stand right now, because I'm going to share right off the bat my first gripe with this game. And that is, it seems like whenever you start out and you want to join, this always seems to be the first map. And I'm not sure why that is, but it seems just a little bit glitchy that way. This is always the first map. And, I mean, whatever, it's not a big deal. I mean, you kind of have to go through all the maps in the rotation, but it just seems to me that this game's a bit buggy, and I'm going to go through that. And this is just one of the reasons why I feel like this game is buggy. But, I mean, before I get into a bunch of the negatives, I wanted to say some positives, and that is, I do really like this game. The, the action's really smooth, it's really slick, the graphics are pretty good, it's easy to play, the kill streaks are pretty good. I don't really have anything negative to say, I don't think, as far as the gameplay goes right now. I think the game's fairly well balanced. Sniper rifles maybe seem just a little bit overpowered, maybe, if you're decent with them. They seem to be pretty generous with the hitboxes when you're sniping, and so it seems like sometimes people get a snipe in when it seems like it probably shouldn't have been a hit, but I mean, that's just nitpicking, I guess. Other than that, I think the game runs quite smooth. And I can't think of anything that I would want to change so far. When you're in a game and you're playing, it does run really smooth. If you're not aware, they've done away with perks, and that is a very interesting idea with getting rid of perks, because now there's no more scavenger or ghost or anything like that. You have, I can't remember what it's called, but you have one basically thing that you get that'll give you basically one or two perks, like it comes together with one or two perks. And that's pretty much it. So you kind of have to decide what it is that you really want in a perk or whatever. So, I mean, I think with this class that I have right now, I might have picked something called Scoped, which is, I believe it allows you to strafe, while you're aimed down sights, it allows you to move a little bit faster. And maybe you flinch less as well, something like that. So it's pretty good, but you're only allowed the one thing. So if someone calls in a recon plane, you're going to be seen by the recon plane. There's no way to get away from it. So, I mean, in a way, that's good, I guess. Definitely makes it interesting. There's a couple of neat ones. There's another one called Instinct, I think it is. And on Instinct, that one, it's kind of like the previous Perception from Infinite Warfare, where if someone's looking at you and you're not looking at them, it'll kind of flash yellow on your screen, so you know someone's targeting you, and that's pretty helpful as well. So that's more or less the good that I've seen in the game. And there is a lot of good. I have enjoyed the time that I've been playing. Now it's time to get into some of the negative stuff. And unfortunately, there is quite a bit of negative stuff as well. The game has definitely got some bugs as it sits right now. And I mean, when this game launched, all the servers crashed for a couple hours, and they couldn't get this game back online. I think it wasn't too bad. They got a patch out within, I want to say 2 to 2.5 hours. They got a patch up, and they made it so that this game was playable. But the game, in its playable form, is still got a lot of bugs, specifically in regards to loading screens. They came up with this new idea, which is headquarters, where a bunch of people, I guess, can join a general area, and you can, watch each other with the supply drops. And I think it's supposed to try to promote the Call of Duty community, but I think it was, I mean, I don't know. To me, I don't think it does. I don't think it does any more than just joining, a lobby with a bunch of your friends, or even with a bunch of strangers. You can still see what each other has and stuff like that. So I don't know if the whole headquarters is a great idea. Maybe they'll make something spectacular out of it, I don't know. But as it sits right now, I'm not a huge fan of the headquarters. And my opinion is the headquarters is what's screwing things up right now. And I could have shown you a 9-minute video of this, like I'm doing, or I could have showed you probably like a 20-minute video of me sitting in a loading screen. And that's honestly why I'm making this video right now, is because I can't actually play, because I've spent the last 20 to 30 minutes trying to find a game, or not even trying to find a game, just trying to get the game to load, and it won't load because it keeps telling me that the lobby's closed. And I don't know what's going on, but there's clearly some more bugs that are going on. And even beyond that, when I was playing before, after a match was done, you would, if you use a new gun, you'd get some new, attachments and stuff for the gun. And, you would typically want to go and try to, find those attachments, add them to your gun, so on your next match, you were using those attachments, and ideally, you'd be a better player now. Well, unfortunately, when the map ends, it literally spends about the full minute in a loading screen again, and so it won't even give you the chance to, put attachments onto your gun. So, I mean, that stuff needs to get fixed. I mean, I do like this game. I mean, I do well in this game, and as you'll see here, actually with that kill, or I mean, I think I end up 26-0 in this gameplay. So, I mean, I'm doing pretty good at it. I'm enjoying it, but I think for some of the casual players, they are going to quit real quick when they realize it takes 20 minutes or more to find a game. So I do really hope they fix that quick, for the sake of the game. I think this could be a really great game. It is a little slower, of course, because it's boots on the ground, but I'm still enjoying it. And I mean, with all things considered, I think it's still a good game, but hopefully they do fix the issue so that they don't lose a bunch of fans. And yeah, I think that's about all I want to say about that. If you enjoyed this gameplay, hit the like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe. And that'll bring me to the end of this one, my friends. So keep fighting the good fight of faith, hold true to God's calling on your life, and I'll see you next time.